And we are back on the Rodriguez show. And it's me, Caesar, and I got Mondo in here. Mondo, how you feeling, man?
Good, man. Just chilling, vibing out.
Yeah, great
Getting
mix,
this weekend started. Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Just playing all the hits.
Oh, yeah, no, fire. And we have a very special guest. He is the one of the founders of Tru1Hundred Radio. You can follow him at Tru100Radio.com. We'll show it on the screen. He's our friend, and his name is Jamal. How's it going, man?
Yo, man. Happy Friday.
Yeah.
This is it. This is the Hits 101 studio, man.
Yeah.
I've seen it on social media,
yeah.
And I've always wondered what it would be like to be in here.
Yeah.
It's dope in here. It's a dope setup.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for driving out.
Hey, no, thanks. Hey, look, I love a nice scenic drive to Costa Mesa.
That's what's up.
So you have a shout out real quick. You have a fundraiser in May, so they'll get the details for that on your Instagram.
Yes.
It's Jamal 51. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I gotta change that soon. I've had that name too long.
I thought that was your last name at first, and I was like, that's not his last name.
Like
It's 51.
I mean, that only came in high school because Chad Johnson is my favorite football player.
Ocho Cinco?
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? He embraces his Latin roots. I guess I embrace my Latin roots too. So I was like, let me do that. But it was only supposed to be a joke. Like, I wasn't supposed to have it for long, but it kind of just stuck. So,
it's all
here
good.
we are.
So take us back to the beginning. Obviously, you started Tru1Hundred Radio, but how did you get started in journalism? I know your mom worked in the industry since the 90s, right?
Yeah. So she interned at Capitol Records and at Interscope in the 90s. She went to Cal State Fullerton and
Shout out.
Cypress College and just kind of grinded her way through journalism. And she kind of found her niche because she loved hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the publications she was at for her college, they weren't covering hip hop or like music in general. So she kind of started that wave of like, hey, this is what's popping right now, especially like in the West Coast. Like, how are you not covering this? So she was doing like mainstream stuff and like even like underground stuff. That's how like she kind of like it was like DJ Quick had his first show. I forgot where it was, where she told me, but like she covered it, like his first show in North Carolina. Yeah,
that's so dope.
She kind of just built those relationships and friendships from there, and kind of just it flourished, and she ended up doing like a lot more things in the music industry. So
and you got to see this all growing up, right?
Yeah, man, it was crazy because as a kid, growing up, I wasn't super into hip hop until like maybe I was like 12, 13. So like I thought it was always dope, but like in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna play football when I grow up, or be a WWE wrestler or some shit like that. So like journalism and like radio didn't really cross my path until I was like 21, maybe I want to say. I ended up going to Cypress College after I finished playing football at Fullerton. And I was kind of just like, like, what do I do? Like, where do I go from here? Football's done. I guess I got to get this degree, and get this paper. So I just took all the journalism classes and ended up loving it, and had the same teacher that my mom had.
Oh, okay.
So I had a couple of the same professors that my mom had. So of course they knew her. So they were kind of just like, oh, dang, like, you're going to come in here to do the same shit your mom did. And I was like, no. Like, what do you mean? Just like, this is what she brought to the newspaper. She was the editor-in-chief. She was like the first woman editor-in-chief. And I was like, dang, like, okay.
Wow.
So.
Dude, you had big shoes to fill when you were on.
Giant shoes to fill. So, I'm talking to her like, hey, like, this is what they want me to do. And she was like, you can do it. Like, like. You know how to talk to people, and I was like, I hate writing. Like, I feel like I'm a pretty good journalist, but I hate writing. So I was like, how can I do this and like not write? Oh, I can talk into a mic. Okay, cool. Like, so me and my boy Eric Lucas, we kind of brought, and my boy Gio, we brought the broadcasting program back to Cypress College, where we were doing like sports broadcasting and doing like the games, and we started doing like broadcasting shows. So I had a show in college called Spotlight News. And it was I was just watching that show again because I was showing George and them the other day. It's like, this is like my first show. And like, and at the time I thought I had like all the confidence in the world to do it. But watching it back, I was like, dude, like, who let me do this whole semester? You know, like
it takes a while to get comfortable.
Yeah, you know, and it's a learning experience. I was like 19, 20, you know, like it was for class credit. Like I was like, you know, like I'm in charge of this broadcasting team. And that was probably a mistake back then too, because you know I came in, thought I could do whatever the fuck I wanted.
Yeah,
it was just
wasn't like that.
No, like, I was breaking so many rules, and like you know I was like doing the bare minimum too. And, like, I just took it for granted really early on. So I just feel like you know I just didn't really quite understand it at the time, but it taught me a lot. Yeah, you know, doing that show and being around those people, because those people were looking to me as like their leader and like, well, if this is how he's doing it, this is, you know, and I'm just like, gosh, I'm winging it this whole time.
Yeah.
So I had to take a step back and kind of actually like really learn and be a student in the game. So that's when I started like going back and like watching like Sway and Tech and you know, Ebro and Big Boy. Yeah. Like Big Boy's very instrumental in like my radio career journey because I ended up interning at Power 106.
Oh, wow.
A year before he left.
Yeah.
And just getting knowledge from him and everybody there. And, you know, meeting all the DJs. That's how I got into DJing too. Yeah. You know, I mean, I'm not like Mondo, but you know, I used to cut shit up back in the day.
Yeah, man, for sure.
You know, like just
have you? And I'm gonna ask you what you asked me on your shows. Have you ever thought about making the music?
No. Like, and it's funny because I've tried. Like I've definitely, you know, I figured like in this industry, like get to know all aspects of the industry, so like you can like help a young artist out or you know help a young DJ out. Or so I definitely delved into you know like writing or you know producing. That's kind of what helped me get into DJing was producing, like knowing how to make a beat and knowing how to you know like what's it called like music theory and all that stuff. So you know I learned like a pretty good deal. Like I can make like a basic beat, but I'm not making any like intricate like you know like
it's good to have that knowledge though.
Yeah, you know, like I just figured like if you want to be successful at this one thing, learn everything. And that's kind of the one thing I kind of tell people like if like you know you should know every position on the field. That's kind of
jack of all trades.
Yeah, you know like that's kind of just what I've learned coming up in like sports and just like life in general. Like learn everything, you know, from being a janitor to a CEO. Like learn everything, and you know, it's still a learning process for sure. Yeah.
Wow, man. Well, so Cypress College, and then you did go to Cal State Long Beach.
Yeah. Shout to the Niners, 22 West. Yeah, I was there for a little bit.
And then is that where? And then YBG was doing Cal State Fullerton Radio, right?
Unfortunately, yeah. Shout to Titan Radio. No, it's funny. So I met YBG at a hip hop show in downtown Fullerton. Yeah. But we were friends on Instagram for like a year. Like just kind of, he randomly followed me and I was like, oh, he does music. Like, it's dope. He's from Anaheim. Like he's got good music. Like, you know, and like a couple of my friends knew him. So I was like, all right, cool. Like we would talk every now and then. We'd comment on each other's stuff because he's a Lakers fan. I'm a Lakers fan. So we talk about like Lakers stuff. Yeah. And we finally met. And then that's when I found out he did radio too. Like, I just graduated from Cal State Fullerton. I was like, dang, I just left Cal State Long Beach. Like, you know, I did radio. I was like, dude, I did radio. What? So, it was like that Step Brothers moment. Like, did we just become best friends? Like, you know, like
sounds like it, right?
Yeah. So then, you know, that's when I met his girlfriend Jules, and we kind of just started hanging out a lot more and like getting to know each other more. And like, you know, he was showing me stuff that you know I didn't know about certain things. You know, I was showing him stuff, and you know, we kind of just built that friendship and that bond just like quickly. And you know, I kind of saw the person he was. Like, he's about his bit. Like, George is about his business. Bro.
He is
like George.
I've been talking to him.
Yeah, George is like the most like punctual, just on top person I've ever met in my life. Yeah, and you need people like that to keep that balance. Because me, like I get things done. You know, like I'm all about results, but like you need that person that's like, hey,
yeah, let's do it.
Because he keeps me in line, and you know. I'm technically in charge of him, so you know, it's good to have that balance. It's good to have you know people on your team like that, and you know we just hit it off quick. And you know, I was telling him about the idea of Tru1Hundred Radio, and this is like around the time the pandemic is starting. He's like, if you want to do it, I'm on board. But like, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna be new for everyone, so we're all learning along the way. Yeah, you know, so, but it was good for us because since the world was shut down,
Yeah.
we took a lot of time to do like our research on everything.
Yeah.
And just learning. Like, I mean, we knew somewhat about radio, but like starting a radio station. Like,
Oh my God, that's the whole big thing. No.
my,
We can't. We wouldn't.
like we skipped everything. Like we skipped making a podcast. You know, we went straight to the
Radio station.
and kind of just trickled down along the way. But I mean, man, it was so dope. It was just so dope, just learning and just experiencing the lows and the highs. You know, and it's turned into something that's dope and that's growing constantly, man. We've had some bumps in the road for sure in the start, you know.
Yeah.
But
now you even have your own space now too, right?
yeah, man, we just got a space in February,
Yeah.
you know, and you know we're still building it up. You were there too, so you know
Yeah.
we did the little trade off, the little switch.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know,
It was
you were
cool,
at my
it was
spot,
cool.
I was at your spot. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, we got a cool little spot. It's crazy that our space is there because that's the neighborhood I grew up in.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's kind of like come full circle for me, where it was like, dang, like I've always wanted to give back to my community, just didn't know how to.
Yeah.
And starting a radio station that's giving back to the community because like you're the voice of your community.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
I feel like having something that me and my friends built, and being the voice directly to our communities, because Georgia's community is right across the freeway, mine is right there. Like being back home, essentially, like it's so crazy to think about. You know,
Yeah.
'cause
You're making an impact just by being there, you know?
literally 10 years ago, like I was 17, 18 years old in that Taco Bell, just being a menace to society. Now, now fast
Yeah,
forward.
it's the opposite.
Yeah,
right?
you know, now fast forward, I'm 28, I'm a business owner, I'm on the other side of that Taco Bell, just like, dang, like, look how far I've come. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's just so crazy to think about.
That's tight, man. So real quickly, can you describe some of the shows that you have on the station, like your show?
Okay, so I host the morning show, the morning routine, 10 to 12. Basically, you know, it's just a fun little morning show, man. I had some co-hosts on there. I'm still looking for co-hosts now.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I'm just trying to go through the rebrand, and I've been so focused on, you know, building the rest of Tru1Hundred Radio. I was kind of just like, you know, the morning routine will work itself out. But now everybody's kind of just like, yeah, no, if you're the morning show, like you're the face of this thing.
Yeah.
You gotta do the show, you know.
Like, you have to do it.
Yeah, so we got the morning routine. Then we have the Stupid Geniuses podcast. So that's my man YBG and Default. That's their podcast. They just talk about like, because they're childhood friends, so they talk about like crazy stories from their childhood. You know, funny stories about what they went through. I've been on that show a couple times, and you know, Raul's gotten me a couple shots of Hennessy, and we talk about some crazy downtown Fullerton stories. You know, we have You're Doing Fine Mija, so you know, some female representation. Shout out to Jules and Angie. You know, they've had a couple pretty dope guests on their show, just like female activists, and just they've had Sammy Love and Frosty on the show.
Nice.
You know, they're doing dope things. And Jules, man, she's done so many dope things for the station. Like she makes a lot of our graphics. I'm sorry, and you know, all that, and Tru1Hundred's nothing without her either.
Yeah.
We got Charge It to the Game. That's like our straight up hip hop show. Thursdays at 7. Vince and Chewy, those dudes, man, the most entertaining guys I've ever met, man. I remember when I first met them, like I didn't know what to expect when I met them because they were both like super like quiet dudes, and like they were just like, oh hey, you know, it's nice to meet you, thanks for the opportunity. But when they get on the mic, like
Crazy.
bro, it was like a switch came on. I was like, what? Like they have like skits and stuff, and they'll be like doing voices. Like they did this one thing. I remember when Vince sent it to me too, and it had me cracking up, where he pretended to be Donald Trump on the phone.
Yeah.
And like Chewy was prank calling Donald Trump, being El Chapo. So it was El Chapo talking to Donald Trump. Oh my God, bro. It was the funniest clip I ever heard in my life. And I was like, yeah, you got to put this on the show. Like, this is going to be the intro. And I was like, bro, like you guys got it. Like you guys, you know. So, you know, that's Thursdays at 7. They're actually putting up new episodes pretty soon.
Yeah.
Talking with Maserati, you know, we got our guy Maserati Shells. He's like the veteran, you know, of Orange County. You know, he just talks to different artists. He's got, you know, and he's kind of transitioning his show too, where he wants to do like more things, like talk about, you know, like owning a business and all these other things, and dropping knowledge and wisdom because he's been through so much, you know. So, you know, he's kind of changing his thing. He just dropped a DJ mix with DJ Red Realm. So he's been incorporating more of like a radio show feel to his show too.
Yeah.
So that's been dope. We have a couple EDM shows. We got Fresh and Wild Radio with our girl Andrea Godin from Toronto. And she's popping out here too. And so Fridays from 8 to 9, and then Cozy Cloud, man. We've got the Cozy Hours. Nice. So, you know, it's our two EDM shows, which are those are our two more popular shows.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I think that's why we have a lot of EDM shows on this station too. There's a really
EDM
popular.
Oh my God, EDM is going through. Like I look at the numbers for that show every week, and I'm just like, yeah, no. Like, I'm sorry, Kim. Like, you can't not do your show this week. You know, like you got people depending on you. You know. Yeah. And you know, we're still building shows. We got a Front Row Seat podcast with Jacob and Noah.
Yeah. And then Noah does My Mike and I too.
Yes, and My Mike and I. He's talking about bringing it back, but you know, we'll see. You know, he's a busy guy.
Yeah.
And then we're adding a couple more shows coming this summer. So
That's
you know,
tight.
we've been working that out. But yeah, you know, it's just
well rounded.
Yeah, you know, I definitely wanted to bring different types of, you know, I didn't want to have just all hip hop podcasts.
Yeah.
Or just like, I just wanted something for everyone. Yeah. And, you know, I feel like I've been blessed to have people around me that bring different things to the table, right? And that care about different things. Yeah. You know, like Noah, like he's all about the community too. And he's had Councilman Hernandez on his show. He's had rappers, he's had athletes, he's had, you know, artists, you know, like, so it's dope to have that type of, you know, network where people just want to bring what they like to the table. And that, I feel like that's what makes us, you know, unique in a way where it's just, we're not one dimensional. Right? We're not just known for just one thing. If you want to listen to EDM, you know where to go. If you want to listen to a morning show, you know where to go. If you want, you know, a mix in the afternoon, Wednesdays, you know, 12 to 2, we got you.
Gotcha.
And we mix in, you know, and we also play like a lot of the mainstream stuff too. Yeah. But we definitely cater to the independent artists.
Yeah. No, I mean, you've played a lot of those tracks on your show too.
Yeah.
Like, and it's cool, man. And it's all hand selected by you on your show, right?
Yeah, man. You know, being a program director, it's tough work, but I manage. Yeah. You know?
Well, you've already accomplished so much, and you've only been around for a few years, and that's really great. What do you hope to accomplish this year? Where do you hope to take it?
Man, so, I mean, we got the 2-year anniversary coming up. You know, we got Tru1Fest in October.
Tru1Fest.
You know, I guess, you know, everyone's plan is to go bigger every year, you know, so I'm just like, yo, like, how do we top because, I mean, damn, like, initially, I felt like Tru1Fest was such a long shot when I pitched it to everyone. Yeah. That everybody's going to be like, no, like, come on, we're not even a year in. You want to do this? Yeah. But the fact that everybody was so on board and was like, yeah, no, this needs to happen. We need to do this.
And you did it, and it was dope.
Bro. It still blows, it still blows my mind to this day, just watching, like, back, like, certain clips and, like, people still, like, reposting and sharing stuff from that day. Yeah. Because it was just so magical. Like, it just felt, like, cool. Like, we were finally getting noticed for what we were doing. Yeah. Because, I mean, at that point, we were still doing shows at my house. Yeah. Like, over Zoom.
I remember, I remember that. You told me.
Yeah, you know, like, crazy. It's not like we were meeting up and, like, recording shows, and it's like, we were all over Zoom, and, like, we were, like, just putting the shows together. Like, you know, me, Vince, and Chewy were on Zoom on, like, Wednesday afternoon, because I would be at work and I would have some downtime. So, like, all right, like, let's put the show together. Let's record the vocals. Yeah. And then we'll do everything else in post. Now, hey, come to the studio. You know, I'll open it. You do what you got to do. Fill out the log. Close. All right.
Nice.
You know.
Yeah. It's just the next step, you know. It's dope.
It's so crazy. Yeah. Because, I mean, like, it just shows people believed in us, you know. Yeah. And just finally kind of just having that vision. Because, I mean, for a long time, you know, I just felt like I could be successful on my own, right? Like, you kind of build up that ego, right? Yeah. Especially just coming up. And that was kind of part of why Tru1Hundred Radio even was a concept, because I was sitting in my internship just like, I'm not waiting 5, 6, 7 years to finally get a shot when I can just create my own, you know?
Make your own lane, and that's how you have to do it.
And it was a huge, scary-ass jump. Mm-hmm. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I was walking away from a big opportunity because I mean, like,
yeah, you could or terrestrial. Yeah.
I could have been at iHeart right now.
Yeah,
but I was like, nah, man, like, because I was always like, what is that going to do for me in the long run? Like, I'm not going to feel fulfilled if I can't bring people that work just as hard as me with me.
Yeah.
So with this, I can bring just as many people with me who are just as talented or even more talented, or just have a lot more to give and bring to the culture.
Yeah. No,
like,
that makes sense.
Platform, you know.
And that's cool, man. You like you said, you had a big impact in the time that you've done that, and it is fulfilling, man. It feels good to come here and you're like, yeah, I'm making a difference in my community, and they appreciate it back. Mm-hmm. So yeah, man, we wish you continued success, and it's really great to see the station grow. I've been following it for a while now, so it's tight to have you on.
Listen, it wouldn't have happened without you guys either, man. 7 years, dog. Like, shit, bro. Like, and just watching you grow too, man.
Yeah.
Like, I remember listening to you coming up because I was like, yo, like, I need to gain inspiration from something. I was just always kind of just like, well, who, like, because I was like, I know we're not the first local radio station, so like, who is out here? So that's how I stumbled upon Hits 101. Yeah. I was like, well, who's like the guy here? And then you were the first name that popped up. So I was like, all right, well, let's tune in the Rodriguez show. And then I was like, yo, like, this is dope. Like, the DJ, like, it just felt like it just felt like listening to a radio show. So I definitely got to give you props, man, because you've been killing it for the last 7 years. Thank you. Even just meeting you for the first time, just we chopping it up, and we've been cool ever since. Like, it's been dope. Like, you know, I feel like you never really see that. Like, you know.
No, and that's how I look at it too. It's like it's not competition. It's just there's plenty of room for everybody. So bro, that's why we're doing this right here. Like
that's what I try to tell everyone.
That's what makes it better for everybody, man. Yeah, everybody coming together is like, you know, putting each other on in a way, if you want to say it like that way.
Yeah, because I mean, especially with the scene in Orange County, shit is scandalous sometimes, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, a lot of like other podcasters or bloggers, you know, I feel like it's always been the mindset of I got to step on everybody to get to the top. But it's like, that's not how you succeed, because the people that you support aren't moving up. You know, I feel like this way we need people like me and you to kind of help move things forward, because I mean, first off, you need the media. You know?
They need us too.
Yeah, you know, they need us.
Artists.
You know, they need us more than we need them. Because, you know, who's going to listen to your music if we're not playing it, right?
But, I mean, I ain't got to say it. You said it already.
Look, I'll be the first one to say it. You know? But, you know, it's so, like, I just think it's really dope that there are other people with my mindset, like yourself and Mondo, and, you know, other people, too, that, you know, just see the bigger picture in this. Like, it's just more than what's on the surface. Like, there's a bigger thing here, and we can all do this and be just as good, just as successful, reach the same amount of people, reach more people, and we'll be good. We'll be chilling. You know, it's not like, I don't have to come and like sabotage your show or anything, or fucking tear you down on my show. Like, no, hey, I have a podcast version. Pick and choose which one you want to listen to.
Exactly. Because technically we're competing right now with each other, because you're on 10 a.m. on Fridays too. 10 a.m.
So, you know, after this commercial, tune into the morning routine. You know, but no, you know, like it's fun because, you know, we're both creators, man. You know, we're doing this and we both admire each other's work. You know, like, I'm always going to tune into your show regardless, because I don't like listening to myself. So I need something else to listen to.
Well, I'll listen to your show, but I do like listening to myself too.
But it took a lot for me to be like, man, like this again.
It takes
like,
a minute, yes.
Bro, because like my coworkers like listen to the show, and like I'm just like, yo, am I talking to myself? Like, why do I hear myself? Then I'll walk and I'm like, oh. Listen to the podcast. Okay, can you turn it down or put headphones on, please? Thanks. You know, so it's just things like that. But no, it's dope, man. Like, I just really like what you guys are doing, man.
Yeah. Likewise, man.
Hey, man, here's to 7 more years. Running your show.
Well, we're gonna get into another mix. It was great to have you here, Jamal. But before we get into this other mix and we keep this Friday going, we do have these couple segments that we want to do with you. We have this segment called Dope or Nope.
Oh.
So this is just your opinion on these things. There's no timer or anything. You just tell me how you feel about these certain things. You can say dope or nope and explain your reasoning.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna start with dope or nope. Tequila, dope or nope?
Oh, jeez. Dope?
Yeah.
Maybe not the next morning, But yeah, I mean, in the moment, it's dope.
Yeah.
Some tequila, some Bad Bunny, Hey, look.
Hey, that's a good combination.
Never done me wrong.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Tekashi 69. What do you think?
Nope.
Nope. All
No.
right. Glad
Absolutely
to see.
not.
You don't need to explain yourself. Twinkies. Dope.
Oh shit. I'm gonna have to say nope.
No.
Because there's better options now.
You're right.
From Hostess. Like I'm more of a cupcakes or a Zingers guy.
Yeah, Zingers are fire.
Zingers,
Ding dongs.
Zingers when they're cold. Yo.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
For real.
All right. Weed. Dope or nope?
Weed. Yeah, dope. You know.
Wanda, you were gonna say something with the treats?
No, I'll just say that's fire.
Yeah.
That's just fire.
Yeah. And weed. Yeah, it was 420. You said dope.
Yeah.
It's just 420. That's right.
Unsigned artist.
Dope.
Dope. Yeah.
Depending, I mean, if you have a good
Not
head
everybody.
on your, not everybody. If you have a good head on your shoulders and you got like a team behind you that'll tell you like, hey, your song is whack. Yeah. And if you learn from that, if you don't, and you still got an ego and you think you're bigger than.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Vegan food.
Ooh, dope.
Dope. Yeah. Tastes good.
I'm starting to get put on to vegan food.
And the 5 freeway.
Nope.
No.
If I could never drive on the 5 freeway again, I would.
You're right. That's a good choice.
It's always under construction. It's
True. All right, Jamal Bostick from Tru1Hundred Radio. We're going to do 60 seconds with. Are you ready for this?
Oh, yes.
All right, 60 seconds with. And we're going to start with favorite cartoon character.
Ooh. Tommy Pickles?
Hey, all right. Favorite song right now.
Ooh, damn. That Jack Harlow song, First Class.
One word to describe you when you were a kid.
Bad.
Do you have a hidden talent?
I could sing.
Oh, nice. Indica sativa hybrid.
Ooh, hybrid.
Netflix, Hulu, or HBO.
Hulu.
Name of your best friend in high school.
Tommy Ariola.
First CD you ever bought.
Well, I mean, my grandpa bought it for me, but it was The Chronic.
Oh, first song you illegally downloaded.
Crank That Soldier Boy.
Hey, favorite movie.
Ooh, Do the Right Thing.
And your favorite thing about music.
It takes you just to a different place. It's your escape from reality.
Yeah, and that was 60 seconds with Jamal Bostick from Tru1Hundred Radio. Thank you so much for doing that, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
And you have a fundraiser in May, right? You want to give us details on that real quick?
May 8th. If you're in the Buena Park area, we will be at the Panda Express right across the street from the Buena Park Mall. So, come and kick it with the Tru1Hundred team. It's from all day, so from opening to close. I won't be there all day because I don't need to hang out at Panda Express. But I'll be there from, I think, like 6 to 9. I think that's what I committed to. But, like, different DJs from the station will be there throughout the day. But if you want to see me, YBG, Jules, Jazzy, and the squad will be there from 6 to 9, which is closing. And, get your orange chicken or your honey walnut shrimp and, support Tru1Hundred Radio. We're like some poor college kids just trying to make it.
Trying to do it on your own.
Yeah.
All right. Support Tru1Hundred at TRU1, the number 100 Radio.
Yes.
And you'll see it on the screen at Jamal 51. Thanks again, man.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, we'll work together more in the future. It was great to be on your show.
I'm glad we were able to do like this like time warp of like interviews.
Yeah, crossover.
Yeah, like the crossovers. It's been like I feel like the universe needs these crossovers more often.
We do.
Definitely, man.
Like how like superheroes do it, like radio hosts should do it.
Yeah, I mean, if you need me to chime in on your morning show, let me know.
Bro, listen, what if we just like mess people's heads up one day and I just hosted the Rodriguez show?
Oh shit!
Hosted the morning routine.
We're gonna have to surprise people with that one day. I'm gonna have to cut that out.
Like Mondo's just like, yo, I don't know where Caesar is, but this is what's happening.
Jamal, go ahead.
I don't know how you got in the building, but
all right, thank you so much, Jamal.
Thanks, man.
Hey, let's get into it, Mondo. 10 more minutes on the Rodriguez show. Let's get it.